Keep new tools. Today we talking about a couple current events. We want to get into Lil Bow Wow and a dude by the name of Victor Crybaby Blackwell. So, there's a story that came out some days ago about your boy Shad Moss, aka Little Bow Wow. He will forever be Little Bow Wow to me. I don't know why. It's like Lil Wayne. Motherfucker, once you start off with little, motherfucker, you're always gonna be little. You start off with Big Pokey, you're always gonna be Big Pokey. I don't care if you lose 97 pounds. You're always gonna be Lil Wayne. I mean, you're always gonna be Young Thug. I mean, never just gonna be Thug, right? There's this video of Shad Moss talking about Sierra. He was performing at a show of his. One of the lyrics of his show was like, well, it wasn't the lyric of the show. It was like the song was playing and he was singing it. It's a song that he did with Sierra. Something about just like me, or you want somebody like me, some shit. And then he pauses right after this point in the song where the song is still playing in the background. And then just out of nowhere, the motherfucker is like, hey, yo, I had this bitch first. Y'all know that, right? In the middle of the song, and everybody's like, kind of like, he created an awkward moment behind the shit, right? And me, just hearing that, you know that, right? That part right there, you know what I'm saying? That makes me say, all right, he's waiting on some validation. That's like, oh, yo, I fucked that bitch. You know that, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, this old validation thirsty ass nigga, alright? And my question is that really something to brag about? Lil Bow Wow? You know what I'm saying? This dude was dealing with Sierra when he was like a child. He was a child. They was like 15, 16 years old. Well, let me do this for the chat. I see y'all up in the chat. What up, Niche? What up, Ishmar? What up with y'all? Y'all notice I changed things around a little bit. Change around things a little bit. Gotta do it. Keep shit British. If y'all ever do a super chat, y'all see how I really flip the shit out. Y'all see how I really change this bitch. But yeah, I'm like, fuck around with this person. I don't even want to say it was, I don't even know what they were doing. It's like, goddamn, y'all were children, my nigga. So, is that really something you want to drag her name around about when y'all both in y'all 30s, nigga? Like she was just this loose ass teenager, nigga. like, that's clout thirsting for y'all. You know what I mean? This is some chick that he may or may not even have been intimate with when they were children. I don't know. We don't know. They were children. 15, 16 type shit. I just don't think it's nothing to be bragging about while you performing a song in your motherfucking 30s. You wasn't saying that shit in your teens. You wasn't saying that shit in the song or when the song was playing in your teens when you was growing up or whatever. So why are you saying that shit in your 30s? That's my point. That's some lame ass shit, Bow Wow. He looking like a cloud chaser out here, y'all. Now, Sierra, I want to say this. Let me do this real quick. Let me get this real quick on the screen just so we can. There we go. Check out shit at. There we go. Yeah, so he wasn't all this huffing and puffing as they was kids, but I want to just point to this point that, Sierra, since the time of them being intimate or together or whatever was back in the day, like, Sierra has fucked up, you know what I mean? She's fucked up. She's taken the code of the dysfunctional bitches out there. The code of the dysfunctional bitch is to fuck up, you know what I mean? That's what the word on the street out here from the dysfunctional bitches, to fuck up. Don't fuck down, right? That's like the way of the world for the dysfunctional bitch, right? So she's taking on that mantra, right, of fuck up, right? So you gotta think about who she was fucking after that dude. You know what I mean? To kind of put the picture together. He might still be mad about her fucking up after him. We got a little montage here. First, she ran to 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent, right? I had to put up the young picture of 50, you know what I'm saying? Not the power 50. I want the 50 I remember from my mind state, right? The 50 I remember, right? 50, right? And you know, he got that song, you know what I mean, on Wankster. He's like, yo, we riding around with guns the size of little Bow Wow, right? So, you know, Sierra, she heard that shit, right? She's like hearing that and like, oh, it's funny. It's about him. I like him more now. I like him more and I don't like him. Uh-huh. You know what I mean? That's how she thinking. He made me laugh about him. Uh-huh. I like him better. You know what I mean? It's that type of shit, right? I mean, that was 50, right? It was 50. Next, it was Stoudemire. You know what I'm saying? I got the one where he was playing for the Knicks. This particular picture here where he rocking the ODB and shit. I think that was when they was fucking around when he was playing for the Knicks. I don't know what the fuck up with Stoudemire now. Goddamn, this nigga, that nigga in motherfucking Iran or some shit, Jerusalem, some shit. He was on that whole Israel shit. I think his part of his family is out, like for real from Israel type shit. So she was like, man, fuck it, I'm from Georgia. I need a nigga that eat pork. You know what I mean? That's what they had going on. That's probably why they broke up and shit, because he ain't having that swine and shit. I mean, oh, that's not, I don't want to put his ass up there. We'll get to his ass later. I'm flipping through screens. Who else did she fuck after that nigga? The nigga that she with now. Nah, it was Future. Future. It was Future after that, right? Future. And you know, that's whatever. You know what I mean? And now it's Russell. So they all doing better than Bow Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, all niggas doing better than Bow Wow. So for him to be the tail end nigga of this shit and to be trumpeting about this shit, like, that look real clout chasing. It's not like Bow Wow was the rocket ship that just propelled her to some damn height, to such heights in life to where it's a badge for him to say he fucked her first. It's like, all right, nigga. You know what I mean? Like your dick wasn't the catalyst like that. Bow Wow, you was just one of a lineup of niggas, huh? She was just going through music and athlete niggas. All right, that's what it was. You know what I mean? So to be putting it in a song and be walking around talking about I fucked her years later. I fucked. It's like you can't even believe that you fucked. This is what it sounds like. I fucked. Look at me. I fucked. Out of nowhere. Everybody just chilling in the club having a good time. Everybody having a good time. Out of nowhere. Hey, I fucked. Hey, you grab a motherfuckers by there. Hey, you. I fucked. Me, I fucked. Like, so you can't even believe you fucked, nigga. You reaching out to the next nigga like I fucked. I mean, come on, man. Like, I don't understand that shit. And they had a few people come out talking shit about him, you know what I mean? They had the boy T.I. He jumped down and stole over the shit. I didn't see what T.I. had to say about it, but goddamn, I can only imagine. I mean, fucking T.I., you know, when he try to scold niggas, he sound like Elijah Muhammad on niggas, trying to use big words on niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ever seen this show, what is it? T.I. Family Values, Tip Family Value, whatever the fuck, Family Value, some shit like that. What that nigga be saying? I do a pretty good T.I. Impersonation. That nigga be like, I am the parent and you are the child. And if you are the child, then you don't get a unicorn whenever you want. The money, you will only get one unicorn for Christmas because I am the parent and you are the child. As long as I am the parent and you are the child. That's my T.I. impersonation. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do. He'll get on that Elijah Muhammad talk with niggas. You know what I mean? So who can imagine what he said to Sierra? over this shit, over this Sierra shit. Like, what was he kicking? Bow Wow, you are the square, and she got the props. You are the clout chaser, and she got the bag. It's unfathomable how you still have her name in your mouth. You try to use some big ass dictionary words on niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Bow Wow, you quit high school and she went to Riverdale. But I'm on it like this though, you know, man, whatever in Sierra pussy that got niggas keeping her name in their mouth years after she done got with him, I'm letting all the ladies know out there in YouTube land, look, I don't want it. If the pussy like that and you got niggas, you own niggas' mind like that years down, look, I don't want it. If you give me some normal pussy, I don't want whatever the fuck she got in her pussy like that flip niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? Future be talking shit about her all online. I can kind of understand that because, damn, you know, that's the baby mama shit, so I can kind of get it. You know, if Future just can't hold water about shit, I guess. And, you know, cats always want to put on a show about their baby mama and shit online. Like, you know, they know the child support court watching. So, motherfucker, look at her, what she doing now. You know what I mean? He be on some shit like, you know what I mean? I can understand. I'm not going to co-sign it, but I'm saying I can understand what a nigga would be moving like on some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, trying to get an audience with certain motherfuckers, preferably, hopefully, expectantly, child support court. Like, y'all see what she doing? Now y'all going to knock 10 G's off my child support. You see what she doing? You see she butt naked, though, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of see certain shit, in a man's resolution plan to kind of handle shit with his baby mama off of some shit, some social media banter type shit you might try to keep up. You kind of see that with Future. I can kind of see that. I mean, now she did do that butt naked shit with what's the boy? Russell Wilson took a picture with the baby, and this man that's not the father of the child, Russell Wilson, butt naked photos and shit. That I do not support that. I would have a problem with that if that was my child. That shit was weird. I would have a problem with that. But yeah. Hold up, people in the comments going. Let's see who talking about what. Go to my other screen. I got the timer up now. I put that up there, y'all, if y'all know, so I can kind of, you know, keep track of when y'all said what, when y'all drop what, whatever. Niece Pin, I say, I guess he feeling played. She has moved on. Yes, she has moved on. Russell Wilson adores her and has purchased her masters for her. Real shit. That's real shit. He's trying to lock in a real goddamn empire type shit going on. He ain't playing. You see the money, like, look, when this football shit run out, when I break up something, you already know. Underscore, what up, underscore, says Bow Wow is still little. Hell yeah. Ishmael Muhammad says, as a man who has been married twice, when a woman loves you is beautiful. Okay. All right, that's what it is, Ishmael Muhammad. All right. Yeah, so now we're going to move on to the boy, Victor Snot Bubble Blackwell. Y'all saw this shit. He was on CNN. If y'all saw this post that's been going viral, you know, CNN crying because Donald Trump has some fucked up shit to say about West Baltimore, where he's supposed to be from. And Elijah Cummings that's his district. So he was kind of crying for Elijah Cummings at the same time, and also crying because Trump has some fucked up shit to say about West Baltimore. Right? And he went into Sambo shock over this shit. I mean, crying like a bitch. And, you know, what can I say about this shit, y'all? You know, being in shell shock every day over these people It's straight up Sambo shit at this point. I don't know what else to say. It's just Sambo shell shock. These white supremacists, these white nationalists, Trump, anybody saying foul ass shit, that shit can only creep up on and take by surprise a Sambo motherfucker. It can only bring tears to a fucking coon. And this dude bitching and crying like a hoe. Let me put this shit down. About Trump. Like Trump need to be made aware of the dignity and the prideful people that's in the city and all that shit. Begging for it. Begging for Trump's awareness over it. And this shit is just not going to happen, man. It's not going to fucking happen. And it's disgusting to see. It disgusts me to see this type of shit. A motherfucker who's snotting and crying on TV, begging to have his dignity recognized by somebody like Trump. Any person. And that shit is low. And I heard he's a homosexual too. You know what I'm saying? I heard he's a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what can we say about that? That's the mentality of a homosexual, I'm guessing. If you're a homosexual, man, you're going to be on some shit like you'll be hurt if you can't please a man some kind of way. Why doesn't my life please you, man? Another man, right? Why doesn't what I do please you? Why doesn't my life please you? And why doesn't it impress you, man? I mean, just know that when you begging to have somebody okay you and okay your city and stamp your dignity, whatever the fuck, man. Like, if you're looking outside of yourself for validation, this is something I've read several books on this type of shit. There's a good book called The Total Guide to Self-Confidence. An OG gave this shit to me years ago. Not that I needed it, but he was, we was just trading books and just trading knowledge. Named Mr. Parker. Shout out to Mr. Parker. I'm saying he gave me this book, and I was like, yo, this is a real ass book. In the book, it says, the first sign of low self-esteem is comparison. If you're comparing yourself to somebody, you looking outside of yourself type shit, that's the first sign of low self-esteem. All right? So this motherfucker, he's looking outside of himself for validation from Trump of his dignity, right? And where he come from. Something that's something supposed to come from the heart, really. The dignity that you feel about your hood and all that's supposed to come from the heart. That's supposed to really stay in the hood. You know what I mean? You ain't supposed to be even trying to really make that shit travel far. You're supposed to just keep that shit there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to leverage that shit no kind of way. Just keep that shit where it's going to stay, right? If you really want to keep it real, right? But a motherfucker moving like that means that you place your dignity below that of the person that you're asking to validate your dignity. That makes sense to you? Like, what you think is your dignity, it really ain't a healthy sense of dignity. It's actually whatever validation you get from somebody else that raises your sense of dignity. That's how this motherfucker is thinking. All right? So you ain't no dignified Negro up there sitting up crying and shit for somebody like Trump's respect. Y'all get what I'm saying? You gotta be a fucked up motherfucker to look up to that motherfucker for any kind of validation. And just as a group, y'all, we can't be expecting no kind of dainty ass flowery treatment from white supremacist society. It's not gonna come without some sort of tug of war. They're not just gonna wake up one day and be nice to us. Right? It's like reparations. We gotta put in work to make reparations happen. Now that it's occupied the world stage like this, now that we got it on the world stage like this, that's why I say we got to mobilize to make reparations happen, right? We got to mobilize it into existence. A white supremacist society don't got no feelings like that for shit. They on mercenary mode. These motherfuckers is on basic instinct shit. They ain't about no type of feelings. They about business and war. Ain't no feelings in business and war. You think Trump, who is the quintessential shady businessman, give a fuck about Victor black ass tears and his black ass emotion? Let me tell you what happened. After the white supremacists, after he left the fucking studio, the motherfuckers that was in the studio that was left, they was like, man, god damn. Get this motherfucking coon ass nigga been in here crying with his nigger faggot tears. This is how they talking about this motherfucker. Crying his nigger faggot tears on the motherfucking desk. We just had motherfucking Julio come in and shimmy down the desk and get it all shiny and shit. And he done brought his cloudy ass and nigger faggot tears and wet up our fucking desk. God damn, that nigger faggot. This weak homosexual motherfucker up here crying. He ain't ready for war. He a bitch ass nigga. Get his ass up out of here. Get his weak ass tears off our desk. And Trump 2020, motherfucker. This is how the fuck, this is what they were saying as he was walking out. This is that's what they were saying after he walked out. Ain't no bullshit. I'm telling you. They don't respect this motherfucker to a greater degree now, right? So guarantee when he come on CNN again, I know they bring him on off and on for whatever the fuck, right? But with this and that, the next time they bring him on, they're going to be snickering it at his ass. You know what I'm saying? There ain't going to be no respect. It's going to be, it's the crying nigger faggot. This is what they going to say. I'm telling you. And like I always try to say, y'all, white supremacist society, they only respect a hard hand. They only respect motherfuckers that talk to them dirty, motherfuckers that get in their face, that's upfront. You got to be harsh with them. You got to be violent with them. All that shit. That's where this satanic ritual known as white supremacy is right now. That's where the shit is now. They want to be slapped around now. That's the type of time they on right now. It's like a badass kid that never got a whooping from a parental figure, from a daddy. Let's say a daddy. You know what I'm saying? A daddy whooping. Let's go talk whoopings. Goddamn it! I came up with whoopings, right? My old man went in and out of the house at different times and shit. You know what I'm saying? But when he was laying down discipline and shit, slight motherfucker, a daddy whooping. That's some real shit. I think my mom only whooped me like one time. Maybe that was bad as fuck, but all right. But I'm saying, like, yeah, a daddy whooping, that shit get your mind aligned. A big brother whooping, that shit get your mind in order. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, right? Anything like that, right? So a badass kid that never really got no whooping, they eventually gonna reach a point to where they want to get manhandled. They're gonna want to get disciplined. That's just a natural inclination of a errant ass being to want to meet their motherfucking match in a motherfucker. That's how the shit go. So they can calm down and start to feel their mortality a little bit. That's how shit go, right? It's a natural inclination, I promise you. That's what it's going to take to snap white supremacy out of their disrespect for everything. You understand? Nothing moves them to even listen to a motherfucker. The tears, none of that shit moves them to give a fuck about shit. Except what they ain't been getting from the rest of the world, which is smacked upside the motherfucking head. Straight up checking their ass. You understand? That's the psychology we need to be on. That's the only thing they're respecting now. It's real parental type business we trying to handle with white supremacy. We're talking about business. Business is to be manhandled. If you work in the business world, business is a terrain that you got to be manhandling shit on. Not to be soft handled. That's what ADOS is here for. ADOS, that's what we represent, goddammit. We manhandling America. As ADOS. That's what we doing. All you crying niggas, y'all get the fuck on. This shit ain't for y'all niggas. We marking you niggas for excommunication in a real way. Well, let me go to the chat. I know y'all been vibing and shit. Hold up. Let me go to my other screen so I can read and check out things. RDB Fresh, what up, boy? Good seeing you, sir. RDB Fresh say, Trump was laughing his ass off when this limp-wristed nigga started crying. Hell yeah. You already know. RDB Fresh, I'm gonna go check out more RDB Fresh. Let me see when he jumped into the chat. There you go. I see where it say peace to everyone. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Pieces and blessings to everybody. Niche Pendon say this was a bad look for real, but this is not a real black man. Hell nah, you right. That motherfucker a weenie. He ain't nothing. He ain't nothing but somebody to get slapped the fuck down out here. He ain't like that. He ain't built, niche. He looked like a damn fool sucking his lip and crying like he did. I seen niggas that done cried like that before. I was about to fight this nigga one time, man, and I don't understand why the fuck. I don't know what we was about to fight over, but this motherfucker, he gave that lip that the bottom lip gets small. The bottom lip gets small type shit. And his eyes buck big as hell too. I'm about to hit this nigga so hard and so I'm gonna close his eyes. I'm gonna close his eyes when I hit this nigga. But he did that same shit. I remember that. Look, I've gotten to so many fights, man. You see so many faces flash through my head when I just see people like, motherfucker there. You like that motherfucker? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Especially when niggas start crying and whimpering, it's like, you that type of nigga I would have hit. You that type of nigga I hit. You that nigga I would have hit. Yeah, you that type of nigga. Like, yeah. Straight real, man. See? And I mean, damn. What can we say about this dude? You know, I hate to bring it back up again, but you know, this dude is a homosexual. Not to be ragging on homosexuals, but goddamn, I mean, homosexuals, they don't know how to take rejection of others. They don't take rejection well. We've seen that over the past 15 or so years, that homosexuals are bad with rejection. So motherfucker don't like them in a little bit, they gonna cry. Just a little bit. You don't have to like them just a small bit. They gonna cry and be bitchy about it and be faggoty about it, right? We've seen this, haven't we? Just look at how many of them have forced their way into the church. Look at that shit, right? That's a good example. Shit. Church don't want homosexuality, according to their book. But they force their way into the church. They force motherfuckers to try to lay out the red carpet for their ass. I'm just saying, like, it may be that going on in his brain. That's that homosexuality. Y'all look at that shit. That shit has a psychological footprint that leads to real world conflict and issues that motherfuckers just try to talk down about and try not to bring to the surface when they addressing that community. I'm just saying, that's some shit that need to be at the front and center of everybody's brain. There was a time when homosexuality was a motherfucking mental disease, according to the DSM. If y'all know what that book is, for all my psychologists and psychiatric motherfuckers out there. Just saying, put that shit together. And you know, pleading to Trump, goddamn, you know, that's the dumbest shit. Pleading to Trump so he could be nice about what he felt about this town that this man from. I don't see the rationale in it. I don't see why he ain't just snap back on the nigga. That's what I don't get. Like, where's his snap back on the motherfucker? Where his go get at it nigga button? He don't got that go get. I mean, you don't want to go get. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go get. What? Why? You know what I'm saying? My mind flipped like, what? Why, nigga? Why, nigga? It's so much shit he could have said in return. Like, this motherfucker basically trolling the nigga. You couldn't put yourself in a position to, oh, it's like that. Oh, you said that? Word, watch me do it like this. Let me flip it to you like this. All right? You talking about all this, oh, it's rats and crime and shit. West Baltimore, where you from or whatever. Talking all this shit, right? I'm like, all right, if I was this motherfucker, I would have been like, Trump, you talking about rats, nigga? You in fucking Washington, D.C. right now. If y'all didn't know, Washington, D.C., that is one of the top 5 rat capital places in the United States. Top 5 rat places. Talking about rats running around. Not Baltimore. I'm saying just simple facts. Simple shit you could throw in the face of a white supremacist, white nationalist, stupid talking motherfucker. I get motherfuckers trolling me all day about all kind of stupid shit. And I've gotten into the habit of it. It feels good to just beat them down. All you gotta do is beat these motherfuckers down with fact. It don't take much to melt down a white supremacist talking about some Negroes ain't this, Negroes ain't that shit. It ain't hard. Because all you gotta do is look at our history. We got a long history, and they got a little teeny short history, and they little teeny short history so full of fucking fuckery, you can just pick out with your hand. It's easy. Just keep the shit at the front of your mind. It ain't hard, right? So I'm like, all right, motherfucker, you can't even think this shit out. I wish the white supremacists would be trolling me about some rats in my city. I'd be like, man, y'all motherfuckers, yo, I want y'all to do this. Go online, do some research one day, spend your time, key in Europe, Paris, and rats. Motherfucker, for the past however many years, Paris got rats running the fucking streets. This is white ass Paris, white European, clean, sanctuary. Shut the fuck up with that stupid shit. The motherfucker don't got no heart to even know his own people for real and know the enemy well enough. He just gonna cry when the enemy come around saying some shit. That's a bitch ass nigga. That's the type of nigga we gotta mark that nigga for excommunication. I'm telling you. You understand? Some motherfuckers that ain't gonna get to live in ADOS towns. You know what I'm saying? I keep saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. Some motherfuckers ain't built, man. Some motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to handle the heft of what we dealing with, man. The mind state of where we at, the frequency we kicking. It's at a level where motherfuckers like y'all, yeah, man, ain't no playing us, man. It ain't no fronting on us on no kind of way, man. Don't even think that's what the fuck you gonna ever do, playing with us, right? This is what I'm saying. Like, I want my audience to be on this frequency. I believe my audience is on this frequency. The motherfuckers that can tolerate me, I believe that y'all on this frequency, or else y'all wouldn't be here. I done seen church motherfuckers, everybody that came here and, you know, I salute Pete, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I don't think this is going over people's head. This is what I'm saying. That's why I'm kicking it. That's why I'm kicking the shit the way I'm kicking it. Like, I know that motherfuckers gotta hear it like this. Cause this is how I hear it in my head. This is how I hear the niggas telling it to me. The niggas that I done came up with. This is how the motherfuckers tell it to me. This is what I've been steeped in this environment, y'all. It's like some shit. You know what I mean? So I wish that everybody would be on the same motherfucking 1-2 with it, but everybody ain't on the same 1-2. A motherfucker like a Victor Blackwell, right? So I'm just like, all right, man. You know what I mean? Just don't let the white supremacists do that shit to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's my point. That's my roundabout point. Don't let the motherfuckers think they just going, you know, try to act like whiteness is so accomplished and blackness ain't. And definitely when they try to kick some shit, definitely combat them back. That's all they respect. They don't respect no crying. And definitely don't be catching no feelings. Don't be feeling no direction or the other about the shit. Ever. Never. So embarrassment of a nigga right here. Somebody said New York is rat infested. Karen Gibson says shit. New York is rat infested. Karen Gibson. One was talking about the top 5 places that's rat infested in America. Motherfucker, New York is on that list. You are right. I can't remember what is it? It's DC, it's New York, not in this order, I'm sure. I'm sure New York might be number 1. I think New York is number 1 for the rats. Miss Karen Gibson, I believe that's how it go. I've heard horror stories of the New York rat. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think at number 1 is New York. Then it's like San Francisco or some shit like that. Maybe like 2nd or 3rd place. I forget what's in the 3rd place. I know DC is like 4 on the list. And I forget what the 5th place is. But Baltimore ain't on the list. The shit that Trump be talking, he just talking white supremacist shit. He just talking shit from his place of white supremacist dumbness. You know what I mean? Detroit got to be on that list. Says Robert J. Carmichael. What up, Robert J. Carmichael? I don't know if you've been on this channel before, but what up, man? Robert J. Carmichael say he is the soy boy of Blackistan. Alright. Oh man, I'm saying that's how it go, man. You gotta just you can't let these white supremacists just say shit. I guess I can get into my story, man. When I was at the gym this one time, man, I was at the gym. This quick little gym stories with your boy P. I would have did it in its own episode, but fuck it, I get enough gym stories every week. I got new stories, so fuck it. But I had a back and forth with a white supremacist. He was a white supremacist. He was a special forces guy. He's about 80-something years old. Old special forces motherfucker at the gym. Come to the gym every day type of guy, right? Because he ain't got shit else to do. He old. He ain't got shit else to do but come to the gym and try to talk to people, right? And, you know, I'm in there working out and shit. I'm on the roll, right? And he come up to me like, yo, do the roll like this. He's like showing me some sort of back roll to do. It's some wild ass roll. And I'm like, damn, this shit kind of feel kind of good. I'm like, yo, where you learn this shit? He was like, yo, I'm in special forces. He had the special forces hat on. I saw that like, okay, that's what the fuck it is, special forces. So this is a military motherfucker showing me some military workouts and shit, right? So I'm like, all right, yeah, yo, thank you for showing me that shit. You know, you might see me around or whatever. I see you around, whatever. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, because, you know, in special forces, you know, he's like, special forces, don't forget. Today is the day that we helped, that we fought in something, some sort of day having, some sort of holiday for the motherfucking military motherfuckers he's trying to clue me into. I'm not too sure what it was. This was about a month ago. So whatever the fuck what the fuck military holidays happened in fucking June? Whatever the fuck it was, he was like, yeah, this is a holiday today. Don't you forget. And I was like, all right, word. I was gonna let it go at that. You know what I'm saying? People say, don't you forget. I was like, all right. I kind of want to say something to him, but all right. And he was like, today is the day people fought for your freedom. That's what he said. He said, today is the day that such and such happened in the military, some shit. Today is the day that we fought for the freedom of everybody. We fought for everybody's freedom. What he said, I was like, all right. And I was like, who is everybody? I couldn't not say it. I was like, yo, who is everybody? He was like, oh, it's just everybody. Everybody. Like, all right, cool. I was going to leave it at that. And then he's like, and you know what? And you know, we also fought for your freedom. We also fought to free your people. And I was like, who fought to free my people? Who's my people? You know what I'm saying? If y'all remember my other gym stories, I be asking questions like this. When people start talking that shit, I start off with who, where, what, who are you talking about, right? I want to get that clarification first, right? And he's like, your people, black people, we fought to get you, keep you people out of slavery. I was like, who is we? He was like, us, Republicans. And he's like, I'm a Republican. I was like, okay, there we go. So I'm about to get on a roller coaster with this motherfucker. I already know. And he's like, yeah, Republicans, we fought for your freedom. I'm like, no. I'm like, you know, the Republicans were white supremacists. He was like, no, they weren't. No, they weren't. I'm like, yes, they were. And I broke down Abraham Lincoln. I was like, look, Abraham Lincoln, he was a white supremacist. He came in the spirit of all the presidents that came before him. They were all white supremacists too. Like that, right? And he's like, you know, white supremacists, they can only just say, no, it's not, until you hit them with more facts. And then I'll show you what he did. I was like, no, it's not. What do you mean, no, it's not? I broke down all the presidents. I said, George Washington, he was a Federalist. The next president was a Federalist. You had some other presidents that were Whigs. You had a couple of Whigs there. You had some Democratic Republicans that came after that, actually. Some Democratic Republicans. Democratic/Republicans was the name of the party, right? You had a couple of Whigs. And then you had Abraham Lincoln, a Republican. All of them were white supremacists. He didn't try to change the game none. He said that he didn't want to see black people have any sort of social or political equality to white people, period. And he didn't give a fuck if we were not slaves anymore. He said if he could keep the Union together without releasing one slave, he'd do it. Right? So I gave him the breakdown of his presence, all of that shit. That's why y'all got to be of a certain mind state. Y'all got to be ready to jump on motherfuckers. Right? So I'm kicking it to him like this, right? And what did he say? Oh, yeah, that is right. Yep, it is right. I know it is right. Okay. But what did he do? He ain't just stopped there. He's like, well, the slaves, well, it was still the party that freed the slaves, though. It was still the party that freed slaves. I said, well, that's not really true either. Slaves didn't actually get officially free until the 1940s. And I broke that whole thing down. How, on paper, the slave trade, it didn't stop. It was still international slave trading up until that point of the war. It just stopped the international slave trade when the Civil War ended. It didn't stop what was happening on the ground, on the floor of America. It didn't stop. All right. And we went as a ground, and I said, because and so he didn't want to hear that. He didn't understand that neither. I said, but he looked kind of bewildered when I said, look, slavery didn't really stop until the 40s, right? And we talked about that on this channel as well. We talked about that bill, right? So I hit him with that. He was like, all right. Then the next thing he said, he just kept saying, oh, that's true. Oh, I know. Because look, understand, white supremacists, when they come up to you talking shit, they probably know everything that you're supposed to say to bat them down. They just want to see if you're going to say it, all right? That's how the shit go. So then this motherfucker come out of his mouth and says, well, being in America at least is better than being in Africa, being in a hut in Turkmenistan. This is a bold old motherfucker, right? Bold. Right? I'm like, okay. I hit him with this. I was like, man, look at Africa right now. Since we want to talk Africa and we want to talk about huts in Africa, he was trying to make up he said he was trying to make up some name of some country in Africa, right? Trying to be disrespectful to the country names in Africa, right? Talking about huts and shit. I'm like, all right, man. Look at Africa. You know that black people, we ran the world before y'all were anywhere on earth. We've been running the world longer than y'all been on the earth, right? You've seen this, and history shows us that we've ran empires before y'all were even on earth. I hit them with that first. So for you to speak about what's going on in Africa and all these huts, how do you think that Africa got from being a place where people was balling, all of this, to having a hut? And then right across the street, there's some white supremacists in a big ass mansion. How do you think it got there? It got there because of the white supremacists. It got there because of y'all coming over, maldistributing the resources with the intent to destroy the people there. Y'all were evil when y'all got there, when y'all landed. Y'all came to fuck up the people there. Y'all didn't come to be just with the people, because when we were running this shit, it was cool. This is another thing I want to check on about reparations. Y'all want to just keep us in the back of your mind. We're talking about reparations. Motherfuckers talking about, oh, what black folks, they going to do this with their money. They going to spend this with reparations. They going to spend it on this. Don't let no coon motherfucker talk that shit. I hear a lot of coons talking that shit. Don't let them get in your ear kicking that shit. Don't let no white supremacists get in your ear kicking that shit. What black folk gonna do with the money? Motherfucker, when we had money, look at what we did. Everybody was eating. Everybody was doing good. This is what I'm kicking to this white supremacist Republican. Right? I had to let them know. You know what I'm saying? I said, so what puts y'all in a position? What makes y'all the type of motherfuckers that don't do that when y'all got all the resources, that y'all don't see the wealth spread? Why? Y'all got a spirit flaw. That's what the fuck it is. I hit them with the spirit flaw shit. I let them know, look, y'all aren't in the same mind state as us. You know what I mean? Just your natural inclination is not us. Your nature is not us. All right? When we had it, everybody was living right. When y'all got it, only y'all got it. Y'all hoarding it, hiding it, holding on to it, tucking it away, hiding it, making sure don't nobody get it. All y'all moves y'all make, all the moves that y'all made on earth around us have been about some old, let's hold it, We're jealous and we got contempt for these people. Hoarded jealousy, contempt for these people that have been on earth representing before us. Let's hoarded jealousy, contempt. This is what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? I'm kicking the shit for real to them. You know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to put that on your mental thing. By the end of the conversation, he was like, yeah. So I want to leave it at that. I don't want to keep going on no more about it because that's where the conversation ended anyway. I just want y'all to keep a space in your mind to understand when you dealing with a white supremacist talking shit, the only way you can defeat their ass is just keep bombing their ass to where they either got to just say, okay, you right, okay, because they already know what the fuck is up for real, or they'll get on some name calling shit. The younger white supremacists, they'll get on some name calling shit and start trolling, and then you can still beat them down with that shit. However the fuck they want to. Man, I done got into it with trolls all this week over just stupid shit. They just try to start some shit, and I'll just come in bombing. Some people don't want to bomb. You know what I'm saying? I got it in me to jump. So, motherfuckers, they ain't used to motherfuckers just jumping on their ass until they just lay the fuck down. They not used to that, right? A lot of these white supremacists ain't used to that. These young white supremacists, they ain't used to this. The old ones ain't used to it. The old ones, they gonna bend down. One thing about this, and I've told y'all about this before, you know, and I'm gonna leave it at this. Get you an old white supremacist. Get you an old motherfucker like a Trump. Or an old motherfucker like some motherfucker I was talking to. This 80-year-old motherfucker. Beat their ass down on some facts. Slay their ass down on some real shit. The outcome of that is going to always lean to you just destroyed a fucking legacy. Alright? That is where that mentality in me comes from that I kick on this channel. Like, you take out somebody that's at the top of a family, like an elder. When you make an elder tree fall, you know what I'm saying? You make an elder fall in a family, a military motherfucker, he's special forces, right? He's motherfucker decorated, getting towed down on history. I'm wearing his ass out on history. I'm tearing his ass up. Tearing his ass up. The kid tore his ass up, you know? He dealing with that, right? Once you do that to a motherfucker, you basically took out his child, you took out his woman, you took out his son, you took out anybody who's ever been under his tutelage. You done took out his army. You done took out his whole army. He can't look at his wife the same no more because a nigga done tore his ass up. He can't look at his son the same no more and spit that same bullshit about Lincoln no more because a nigga tore his ass up. We had the gym quiet than a bitch. The gym was quiet as hell. And me, like how I'm talking to y'all, I talk like this in the street for real. I'm loud. Like I'm used to talking over cars and gunshots and all type of shit. I talk loud. I mean, this how I go, right? I'm used to talking loud, right? So we had the whole gym quiet. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers thought we were finna fight. When I talk to people, people often think I'm finna fight somebody, right? It happens, right? But I'm saying though, we had that conversation. I just want y'all to have it on y'all mind that ain't nothing they can say that should be balling a nigga up. We always got a way to get at that ass. It ain't nothing they can do to have a nigga on CNN balled the fuck up. It ain't gonna happen. We ADO West, we don't move like that. I'm telling y'all, this ain't the way. What we saw with this dude, he's an embarrassment. I'm disowning him. Anybody black that come to me talking about, hey man, you saw that was wrong what Trump was saying. Nah, that nigga a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna say. That nigga a bitch. And Trump, you won, Trump. You beat him. You beat him down. He a bitch ass nigga. You can beat down a bitch ass nigga, Trump. You know what I mean? That's a trophy you can take if you're a white supremacist. A bitch ass nigga. Or a nigger faggot as y'all call them. Alright? I'm gonna say that. Ladies out there, I'm gonna ask y'all, you know what I mean? This type of soft ass, bitch ass motherfucker out there. Now I'm gonna leave it at this. Fuck it. I'm gonna leave it at this. I gotta go make me a salad. I gotta get some food. I'm hungry as fuck. But ladies, I wanna ask y'all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a motherfucker like this dude, Victor Blackwell, and all the little soft ass motherfuckers that white supremacist society have been selling to all the women and really been trying to get black women to get on board with the soft nigga shit, because that leaves a lane for weak motherfuckers to be around black women, to then be around them type shit, right? Right? That's how this wedging in the game has been done. How many more years of the weak motherfucker can y'all take? Just put in the comments. How many more years of the weak bitch ass motherfucker can y'all take out of black men? We're just gonna put it on us for a second. How many more years of the crying, whining, singing, all you singing niggas, falsetto, dainty, tight pants, tight shoes, tight shirt? How many more years of these niggas can y'all take and still be sane? How many more years can y'all take seeing this nigga be put up, this type of motherfucker be put up as the end motherfucker, the cute motherfucker, the cutesy wootsy nigga? Because cute, like I say, cute is what fuck us up. It's what fucks our women up a lot. They usually try to grasp at what's cute, the cutesy wootsy shit. How many more years? Just put a number in the chat. How many more years? Just so I can have it in the back of my mind, like how much is y'all willing to take from this shit? Now these motherfuckers done edged their way into our world, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Goddamn. Let me go through it. I don't know chat been going, what the fuck? Memorial Day. RDB Fresh say Memorial Day. It might have been Memorial Day. RDB Fresh. As far as the holiday. RDB Fresh. Was that in June? RDB Fresh? Because I don't keep about holidays. All I know was Christmas, Halloween, July 4th. What else I know? Motherfucker. Columbus Day. I know some people birthdays on certain days, certain birthdays and shit. It might have been Memorial Day. I don't know. The gym was open though. I don't know if the gym would be open on Memorial Day. Not the time that I was there. I was there in the morning. I don't think it would be open on Memorial Day. They usually try to close that shit up on a holiday and then open it up early the next day or whatever. So I don't know if that was it. RDB Fresh, excuse me. RDB Fresh say, Ismail Muhammad, I'm Ismail. Okay, so you're talking to Ismail Muhammad. These devils never won a war without black people. Yep. Yo, Asani Mahiri, what a good, bro? What good with it? How things going, sir? Good seeing you, man. Like black people didn't fight in the Civil War. Yeah, right. RDB Fresh. That's RDB Fresh. Ismail Muhammad says, we fought for our own freedom. I'm ex-military. Word up. Hell yeah. Ain't nobody fight for us, nigga. We load up strap on our own. We threw our bags on our fucking own. We didn't need no Uncle Sam orders. I'm talking about the street niggas. We ain't need no orders. We ain't need no marching orders, nigga. To hold down our block. We ain't need nobody. This shit out the heart for real. Karen Gibson called me Karen from Philly. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves to save the Union. That's it. He was a fag too. Ismail Muhammad, we are indigenous to the Americas. P. I've seen you put those comments before up, Ismail Muhammad. We indigenous to everything on earth. Ismail Muhammad. Yep. They still had slaves in Mississippi in 1968, says Karen Gibson. Karen Gibson, we talked about, just to your point, we talked about how in 2013 was actually when the slaves were freed in Mississippi. They didn't sign the actual paperwork. They didn't take it through to the state recorders, was what happened, until 2013. But they want to act like it was a big mistake until 2013. Nobody believe that shit. They knew. So motherfuckers be talking that shit. Oh, Mississippi, they must be still in slavery the way they be acting out there. Motherfucker, the energy real. Just saying. Aborigines, black folk, conservatives, reparate. Okay. Asani Mahiri say, go type in Arthur Lewis and listen to his lecture on how Europe wasn't shit until they ran to Africa. He breaks that shit down beautifully. Arthur Lewis, you say, Asani Mahiri? Highlighting it, copying it. Europe wasn't shit till yeah. Let me just put it somewhere for some leisure reading. Will do, Asani. Will do, sir. Ismail Muhammad say Trump is the same age as my dad, so he has been evil a long time. Right. Word. Ismail Muhammad say Veterans Day. It might have been Veterans Day. All right. Trump is a bitch ass nigga, says Karen Gibson. Yeah. So yeah, y'all. Just glad y'all checked in. Just had to get up on this for one time. Spit the FedEx to the Stridine. So I can't say I miss. Right? Since we doing this, let me do this too, cause I like to, you know, if my mods go somewhere or do what they doing, I like to sort of make my presence felt via shit like this. I like to do that. You understand? Just to keep that shit in the mix, huh? And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to check out my Teespring. That shit stay dropping. Got all kind of classics at the stores. Check it out. When you got the dime on your hands, huh? NoFlag.com is coming soon. If you go to the site, it's under construction, but I'll be tooling on it all week. It's gonna be a busy week. We got these debates going on. I'll be breaking that shit down for y'all this week. I know Antonio Moore did a post on Kamala talking about her policies that she got going on with HBCUs and all that. He's breaking down. So I want to just kind of, I'll probably be spending the rest of the night digging into some dirt. Knock this salad out, digging some dirt. Head to the fucking gym, that type of shit. And I'll be putting up some coupons pretty soon, y'all. Just if y'all not subscribed to me, subscribe to me so y'all can catch the community tab that I have on my channel. Because I'm going to put up some coupons over the next couple of days. So y'all can feel free to shop at any of my stores with a thank you coupon. I thank y'all all for putting me in a position to, you know, be where I can do community posts, where I can do monetization and super chat and all that shit. I did not know that I was going to ever reach these heights, man. I just thought I was just going to be whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I thank y'all, man. I thank all y'all for having a presence on my channel. I appreciate it. Understand? Y'all my motivation for doing the work. I mean, let me get it, y'all.